Good day. So today we're gonna talk about the intercepts and zeros of rational functions. Okay, so what is intercepts? The intercepts of the graph of a rational function are the points of intersection of its graph and an axis. For example, this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis and this is our graph. Okay, so this point of intersection are the so-called intercepts. Okay, as you can see, we have two types of intercepts, the y-intercept and the x-intercept. Okay, so the y-intercepts of the graph of a rational function r of x, if it exists, occurs at r of 0, provided that r of x is defined at x equals 0. To find y-intercept, simply evaluate the function at x equals 0. Okay, so paano ulit mahanap si y-intercept? We just evaluate the function at x equals 0. Or simply, yung function, papalitan mo lang yung mga x ng 0. Okay? Then we have the x-intercept. The x-intercept of the graph of a rational function, if it exists, occurs at the zeros of the numerator that are not zeros of the denominators. To find the x-intercept, equate the function to 0. No? So, yung gagawin lang natin, yung f of x or yung y is papalitan lang natin ng 0. Or yung numerator is equate natin to 0. No? Okay. So, again, if we draw that, so, kung ito yung x and ito yung y, so yung point na dumaan sa x-axis, ito yung x-intercept. At yung point na dumaan sa y-axis, yun yung y-intercept. No? If you have observed, no, yung y natin dito sa x-intercept is 0, while yung x natin sa y-intercept is 0. Okay? We also have the zeros of a function. So, the zeros of a function are the values of x which make the function 0. The numbered zeros are also x-intercepts of the graph of the function. So, ganun din siya. Yung zeros of a function is actually the x-intercepts, no? Okay. So, if this is our graph, so this is the x-intercepts. So, eto din yung zeros of a function. Of the function. Zeros of a function. Okay. So, yun. Okay, so let's have an example. Example 1. No? So, find the x and y intercepts of the function f of x equals 3 minus x over x plus 1. Again, to find the x-intercept, we equate the function to 0. Okay, so instead of writing f of x, we equate it to 0. So we have 0 equals 3 minus x over x plus 1. Then we multiply these two, no? 0 times x plus 1 is actually 0. So therefore, yung numerator natin is equal to 0. Okay. After this, we simply distribute or apply the addition property of equality. So, para sa x na lang yung matira dito, so we subtract 3 or add negative 3. Okay? So, cancel. We have negative x equals negative 3. Okay, and because they are both negative x, so let's divide both sides by negative 1. So negative divided by negative is positive x. Negative 3 divided by negative 1 is positive 3. So our x-intercept is, okay, so our x-intercept is I will write this. The x-intercept is 3 and 0. Meaning to say, if y is 0, the x is 3. Okay. So let's try to find the y-intercept. Okay. So to find the y-intercept, we simply substitute x by 0. So instead of writing first yung f of x, palitan muna natin ng y equals 3 minus x over x plus 1. Then all x will be replaced by 0, so we have y equals 3 minus 0. Instead of writing x plus 1, we have 0 plus 1. Okay, so 3 minus 0 is 3, 0 plus 1 is 1, so y is equals to 3. Okay, so meaning our y-intercept is 0 and 3. Okay, so if we're going to graph this, so yung x natin is 3, 0, so we have 1, 2, 3. So here we have 3, 0, and yung y-intercept is 0 and 3, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 0 and 3. Okay, so define it. Okay, so this is the x-intercept and this is the y-intercept. Okay, so ganun lang yung paghanap natin sa x and y-intercept. Let's have another example. Find the x and y-intercept of the function 3x, g of x equals 3x over x plus 3. Okay, so let's divide this into 2. Okay, so to solve for x-intercept, again, we equate the function to 0. So instead of writing g of x, we write 0 equals 3x over x plus 3. No? Then we cross multiply this. So 0 times x plus 3 is actually 0. So basically here, no, as you can observe, yung numerator natin is actually ini-equate lang natin to 0. No? So we have 3x equals 0. Okay, dahil sa x yung hinahanap, so we need to remove the 3. So divide both sides by 3. So x equals 0 divided by 3 is 0. Okay, so meaning to say that the x-intercept is 0, 0. So where did you get the 0? So here, yung y natin is 0, tapos yung result natin na x is 0. So x and y. Okay, so to solve for y-intercept, again, so we simply solve for y, right? So instead of writing g of x, we write y equals 3x over x plus 3. Then substitute for y. I substitute x for 0. So y equals, instead of writing 3x, we write 3 times 0. Instead of writing x plus 3, we write 0 plus 3. Okay, so 3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. So y equals 0 over 3 or y equals 0. Okay, so this means that the y-intercepts is 0 and 0. As you can see, they have the same value, so that means that the graph passes through the center. Okay, so if this is our graph, y-axis and x-axis, so yung graph natin, yung point natin or yung graph, dumaan siya dito sa point na to, 0 and 0. Okay, so another example. Find the x and y intercepts of the function h of x equals x squared minus 3x plus 2 and x squared minus 4. Okay, so here, divide natin into 2, no? So for x intercepts and for the other side is for the y intercept. Okay, so ganun pa din. So we substitute h of x by 0, or simply we equate the numerator to 0. So we have x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Okay, so as you can see here, we have trinomial. Okay, so that means that it's possible that we have two values for x, no? So let's factor this out. Okay, so think of a number that when you multiply, the result is x squared, or think of a variable. So we simply have x times x. Now, at the last term, think of a number that when you multiply is positive 2 and when you add, negative 3. Okay, so that number is negative 1 and negative 3. Negative 2, I mean. Okay, so because negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Negative 1 plus negative 2 is negative 3. Okay, so now we equate these two, the two factor into, equate the two factor to 0. So we have x minus 1 equals 0 and x minus 2 equals 0. Then solve for x. So it's transpose in layman's terms. So we have x equals 1. Okay, so x equals 1, positive 1, while here x is positive 2. Okay, so the x-intercepts, we have two values. X-intercepts are, first, when our y is 0, so our x is 1. So we have 1 and 0. And if our y is 0, our x is 2. So we have 1 0 and 2 0, x and y. Okay, so now let's try to find the y-intercept. Okay, so to find the y-intercept, we simply substitute 0 to the equation. Or before we substitute, let's first factor these two. So we know that the factor of the numerator is here x minus 1 times x plus 2 minus 2, and the factor of this denominator is x plus 2 over x minus 2. As you can observe, we cancel this out, so y equals x minus 1 over x plus 2. Then we substitute x for 0, so y equals 0 minus 1 over 0 plus 2. So y equals 0 minus 1 is negative 1, 0 plus 2 is positive 2. So the value of our y is negative 1/2. Okay, so the y-intercepts is 0 and negative 1/2. Okay, so that's it. So that's how to find the x and y intercepts. Again, to find the x-intercept, equate mo yung numerator to 0. To find the y-intercepts, palitan mo yung mga x ng 0. So, ganun lang. Let's have another example. Determine the zeros of the following. Okay, so we know that zeros of a function is actually the x-intercepts. So, ganun din yung process natin in finding the zeros. We simply equate the function or the f of x or the y value to 0. We equate the function to 0. So, instead of writing f of x, we write 0 equals x minus 2 over x plus 6. We cross multiply this, we have x minus 2 equals 0. Solve for x, so we add 2. So, cancel, x equals positive 2. Okay, so the zeros of a function is the zero of the function is 2. Okay, so in example, letter B, example, so ganun pa rin. Instead of writing h of x, we write 0 equals x minus 3 over x squared minus 9. So here, as you can observe, we have binomial, no? But to the power of 2, so we factor this out first. 0 equals x minus 3. X squared minus 9 is equivalent to x plus 3 times x minus 3. And as you can see, x minus 3 divided by x minus 3, the result is 1. Okay, so we have 1 over x plus 3. So if we cross multiply this, we have 0 equals 1. Okay, so this statement is false, and thus this means that there is no 0 of the function, which means that no points on the graph touches the x-axis. So this is our answer, no 0. So the 0 is 2. Okay, so third example, we have x squared plus x minus 2 over x squared minus 4. So, ganun pa din, palitan muna natin yung d of x ng 0 equals x squared plus x minus 2 over x squared minus 4. Before mo i-cross multiply, you first need to simplify the function. So, we have 0. So, x squared plus x minus 2 is, yung factor niya is actually x minus 1 times x x minus 1 times x plus 2. Yes, if you multiply negative 1 to 2 is negative 2, negative 1 plus 2 is positive 1. Okay, so next, x squared minus 4, yung factor niya is x minus 2 over x plus 2. Okay, so you can see, we can cancel this out. So, yung natira lang is 0 equals x minus 1 over x minus 2. And we cross multiply, so we have x minus 1 equals 0. So, the value of x is positive 1. Okay, so the 0 is positive 1. So this is our zeros. Okay, so if you have queries, just message me. Thank you for watching.